Alright, this is Patrick with Cross-Platform Development Week 2. This is my third attempt at a video, so I don't have to make it so long because I keep on rambling. What did I find most valuable about this week? I thought using the Firefox plugin to do the examination and learn how to enter SQL statements to populate basically the queries was really interesting, and that really helped me understand databases and how to actually call to database a lot more clearly, and I think that was the most valuable piece to understanding databases up to this point. What I find most challenging, I think what was challenging is that when you look at the actual code within the native applications that we're creating for Android and iOS, which I haven't even done Android unfortunately because I ran into so many issues with iOS, this little tiny line right here seems to be the only little bit, and I have a couple of them right here, that is SQL statements. So what that means is 99.9% of everything else has nothing to do with that, and it's really about the code within Xcode that you have to figure out how to manipulate that database, pull information out, populate a list view. Well, I definitely found that to be extremely difficult because I get it. We need to go out and be able to figure out how to do this on our own. Luckily, I was able to find some tutorials, but again, the lessons within the week are strictly based around these statements and nothing to do with the actual coding side to get it onto the phone. So again, need to be able to know how to actually go out there and find this information, which luckily I did for the iOS. We'll see about Android. I'm sure I will. But within that, it was very difficult and time-consuming, and I got the runaround, pulled my hair out a little bit. So I think ultimately it was very difficult because there's just so much that's going on that is beyond this statement that seems very, very unique to the SQLite 3 library within Xcode, and so really figuring that out and how to actually make that work was difficult. What would you have done differently if you could? I would have started much earlier. I was working on my own project this past weekend. Hopefully we'll see it in the App Store soon. However, that really hurt me this week since I didn't really start working on this until Monday, if not a little bit later. To be honest, whenever I do that, it always really bites me in the butt. So if I'd started earlier, I think I would have not had any issues. Also, start using my phone earlier than the simulator. The simulator screwed me because that's one of the biggest issues that I came across, was trying to actually create this database and stuff. It just wasn't creating a table or being able to find the database when I was using the simulator. It just wasn't working. And then I used it on my phone the next day after hours and hours and hours of doing a simulator and not getting anywhere, only to find out then, it's perfect, whatever. Yeah, so that was annoying. And list a few things that could use some more clarification. I think giving some maybe resources and good resources as to where to find information on how to really use potentially the SQLite library or whatever other library you can potentially use for SQLite within iOS as well as Android might be nice. Just to make sure that we're looking at the right thing and not looking at anything wrong. So I would say that would definitely have helped, but I get how this whole program's set up. So that is it. Thanks so much. Hopefully I'll get my Android one done pretty soon.